Welcome to the archery instructional video. First, I'm going to show you how to properly string a bow. Take the large loop and place it over the end of the limb and slide it down so that the smaller loop on the other end of the string can easily reach the lower notch on the lower limb. Then, step through and place the lower limb against your foot and the riser against your thigh. Bend the bow and slide the string up onto the upper notch. You have now strung the bow. The next thing I'm going to demonstrate is the proper foot placement. Your feet should be approximately shoulder width apart, or perhaps slightly further, and your toes should be facing straight forward. It is important to remember that while doing this, your body should be in a straight line on one axis, pointing towards the target. Next, take your thumb and pointer finger and make an OK sign and wrap that gently around the riser of the bow. First, you want to make sure your elbow is in the correct position by placing your thumb up, then turning it down, then to the side and bending it. It should point towards yourself. This keeps your elbow and your forearm out of the way of the string. Before we draw the bow, let's take a minute to look at my form. Start with the bow facing down towards the ground at approximately 30-degree angle. Take 3 fingers in your dominant hand and place them just below where the arrow rests on the string. Next, check that your body is in one line by making sure that your head is above your shoulders, above your waist, above your feet. You can be leaning slightly forward if it feels comfortable for you. Your right shoulder should be above your right foot, and your left shoulder should be above your left foot. You're going to want to keep your shoulders back and your back as straight as possible. To do this, tuck your pelvis under your torso. Now we are going to begin to draw the bow. To draw the bow, begin pulling back with your dominant arm while raising up your bow arm to shoulder height. Remember to keep the elbow bowed ever so slightly out to keep away from the string. Bring the string to a rest in the middle of your nose with your head looking straight down your arm. Notice how my right arm and my left arm make a straight line. This is very important for your accuracy. Here I flex my back muscles by tightening them and slightly expand. This will be an important maneuver for later when we want to actually fire the bow. Remember, never dry fire a bow. Now I will demonstrate from behind. Get your feet set, tuck your pelvis in, shoulders back, slowly raising your bow arm and pulling back with your right arm, noticing how my right elbow forms a perfect line with my left hand. Now from the side. Once again, get your feet set. Notice how my back is straight with my pelvis tucked underneath my torso, leaning ever so slightly forward. Shoulders back, 3 fingers on the bowstring. Raising the bow with my left arm and pulling back with my right elbow parallel with the ground. Remember, 3 fingers on the string. Now facing the camera. Let's take a moment to look at my form from this angle. As you can see, my head is directly above my shoulders, directly above my hips, directly above my feet. My knees are slightly bent. My pelvis could be tucked in a little better in this shot, but my right elbow is parallel to the ground and it is pointing straight towards the target, straight down my left arm that is raised. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to fire an arrow. First, take your arrow and notice which colored fletching is odd. There should be 2 of the same color and 1 that is a different color. Take your bow, place it parallel to the ground, like so. Then take the odd colored fletching and point it up. Place the arrow and the arrow rest on the bow and pull it back into the knocking points on the string. Place 3 fingers below the string. Remember to keep your shoulders down. You don't want to hunch up your shoulders while you shoot. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to fire the bow. Slowly pull back with your right arm while raising your bow arm till it is parallel with the ground at shoulder level. Place the string in the middle of your nose, looking straight down the arrow. To release, tighten your back muscles downwards while loosening your fingers and allow the arrow to pluck free. Now I'm going to show the back muscle use in the shot. See how the muscles in between my shoulder blades are pulling down towards the center of my back. This gives me an extra oomph of power to pull the bow a little bit further and fire the arrow. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to fire a bow. Remember, never fire towards a person. Placing the odd color fletching facing up, loosely gripping the bow, feet shoulder width apart, raising the bow up, string in between the nose, expanding the shoulders to release. Thank you for watching the Archery Instructor instructional video on forum. For more information, Google USA Archery B.E.S.T biomechanically efficient shooting technique and read the information you find there. To go over the key points of form again, your head should be above your shoulders, which should be square and set back. Your hips should be tucked in under your torso. Your feet should be shoulder width apart, toes pointing forwards. You draw the bow by pulling back with your right arm and raising your bow arm up, parallel to the ground, level with your shoulders, straight line from your back of your right elbow, all the way through the arrow and through your left hand. To release the arrow, slowly tighten your shoulder muscles down towards the center of your back, towards your spine, while slowly loosening your grip on the string, expanding your chest outwards, pulling ever so slightly further back on the bow, and allowing the arrow to naturally fly free. Till another arrow is loose, seek the joy of being alive.